Good morning students. In the previous class we have observed about the surface chemistry and adsorption. So let us see about the absorption. The absorption is different from the adsorption. Adsorption and absorption of if we have seen the odd, the letter is here B and there is D difference. Okay. So then what is adsorption? So adsorption, what we are saying as adsorption is nothing but it is the number of means the process of attraction or retaining of the molecules of a gas or liquid on the surface of the solid. Means what happens in the adsorption, the surface of the solid, whenever we are taking the surface of this solid, so what happens, it is the surface is not absorbing whenever we are keeping any liquid or gas. But coming to absorption, so if you, for example, if you are taking the surface of this solid, means what here, this is a surface, this is a pen, so this is a solid. So whenever I am placing the gas, so what happens automatically, the gas molecules, whatever it is absorbing, so it will absorb on the paper also. Means what, it is absorbing on the surface also. Means both the surface of this solid absorbs and also whatever gases liquid I am keeping, that one also is going to absorb. So this is a bulk of the substance we can say, and it is a balanced forces. Coming to adsorption, it is a unbalanced force. Coming to absorption, it is a balanced force. So what is the absorption we can say? Let us take example paper only. So paper is a solid, and if you pour water in this, what happens? It is a liquid. Water is a liquid. So here what happening? The surface of this solid, paper is the surface of this solid. So when you pour water, automatically what happens? The surface will become dry and also backside also will be getting dry. So means what happening here, whole the paper is going to become dry. So means it is a bulk of the substance, means it is absorbing. So means what, the absorption is nothing but here what, the substance is not retained on the surface, but also not only retains on the surface, but also passes through the surface, into the bulk of the solid. Into the bulk of the solid or liquid. We call it as what here? Is called absorption. What is absorption? It is not only going to retain on the surface but also passes through the surface into the bulk of the solid. So this one is a slow process we can say, and is a bulk phenomena also we can say. So means what here? Here for example, if you take chalk, if suppose a chalk piece is, if a chalk piece is dipped in liquid, liquid ink for some time. If you leave it for some time in a ink, so what happens automatically, the chalk piece get color of the ink, yes or no? get color of the ink. So means what happens, we are taking a here solid. So this is a solid, already we have taken. So let us see here, in a beaker it is containing of a ink, some black, blue or red ink. So whenever we are taking a ink, so automatically I have placed a chalk piece. So this is a chalk piece. So what happens automatically here, this is also observing. So whenever I am placing in the ink, this is also observing the color of the ink. So means what happening, a bulk of the substance we are taking, and here whenever we place any matter, means liquid, whether solid or gas, so automatically the surface of the liquid, both the surface of the liquid and also solid is going to absorb the color. So this is about the absorption. Have you cleared, I think, adsorption and absorption? Adsorption is nothing but what here? Adsorption is nothing but it will only, means it will attract or retain the molecules of this gas or liquid on the surface of this solid. But coming to here, what, both it is not only retaining and also it passes through the surface of this solid. Means what, it is observing both surface and also molecule. That one is nothing but absorption. Okay, so not only this example we can take, let us take for example, water is absorbed on a sponge. Water is absorbed by a sponge and is distributed through the sponge. If you take sponge, when you keep it in water, sponge is a solid, let us think, and water is a liquid. So when you pour water on it, automatically what happens, it is going to absorb. So that one is also the example of the absorption. Distributed throughout the sponge. And not only this, if hydrogen gas is passed over, finally divide palladium metal. So what happens, the metal absorbs hydrogen gas. So this one we call it as occlusion or hydrogen by palladium. So it is not always possible to have either adsorption or absorption exclusively. The phenomena which include both adsorption and absorption is described by M.C. Bain. Okay, so here we are having desorption also. So desorption means what here? Desorption. Adsorption we have seen. What is desorption? The reverse of the adsorption we call it as desorption. So means what? The absorbed substance leaves the surface of the absorbent. We call it as what here? Desorption. We can say simply the reverse of adsorption. Generally it is a balanced forces absorption. Coming to adsorption, this is a unbalanced. There will be no equilibrium in this. So here coming to desorption, so there will be no retaining of the molecules. So automatically what happens, the adsorbers already whatever substances have absorbed, it leaves the surface of the absorbent. Means what? Absorbent means which is going to absorb. Okay, and this one we call it as what? Desorption. What is desorption? The adsorbed substance, the adsorbed substance leaves the surface of the absorbent. We call it as what? Desorption. So means what? Adsorbed substance means what? Already it have absorbed. Already I have written with the pen. This is already absorbed on the surface. So absorbent means I am going to wrap. That is the adsorbent is being happened. So it is already happened. So this is nothing but the desorption means the adsorbed substance leaves them. So whenever the adsorbent is entering, so automatically what happens, already entered substance will remove from the surface. So that is nothing but the desorption. So here adsorption consists of two types. Adsorption is of two types we are having. That is, first one is physical adsorption. Second one is chemical adsorption. See here, adsorption consists of two types, that is physical adsorption, chemical adsorption. As we know, physical adsorption is nothing but it is due to some methods, means direct methods like van der Waals forces, we can say like that. And coming to here, physical adsorption. Physical adsorption is nothing but what here? Chemical adsorption is nothing but some chemical reactions is going to takes place. So we are going to have the differences also for physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. So now let us see the definitions of physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Let us see first of all the definition of physical adsorption. So physical adsorptions are only due to the weak van der Waals forces. So means what here? The attraction, the forces which are responsible for the adsorption of adsorbent molecules on the surface of the adsorbent are due to the what here? It is very weak. So the weak van der Waals forces, we say it as what here? Physical adsorption. And the forces which are forming the chemical bonds, means the molecules of the adsorbent are held in the surface of the solid or liquid by physical forms or van der Waals forces, is known as physical adsorption, we can say. Or we can say for chemical adsorption means what here? In which the molecules of the adsorbent are held on the surface of the adsorbent by chemical force. This is due to the van der Waals forces, this is due to the chemical forces. So now let us see definition. The physical adsorption is nothing but here the adsorption in which the molecules of the adsorbate, means already it was happened, are held on the surface of the solid, or liquid by van der Waals forces. So we call it as physical adsorption. What is physical adsorption? Here the molecules, so means on the surface of the, means already we are having solid or liquid on the surface, so it is already adsorbed. Whatever the molecules are held on the surface of the is having weak van der Waals forces or physical forces, we call it as what here? Physical adsorption or van der Waals adsorption. So example we can take here is nothing but adsorption of H2 or O2 on activated charcoal. So here activated charcoal is nothing but a solid. So what happening? The H2 and oxygen gas, the hydrogen gas and oxygen gas and coming and absorbing on the charcoal. Okay. So this is coming because of the van der Waals forces only we are going to happen, means the force which is attracting the gas molecules to the surface of the solid, that one we call it as what here? physical adsorption. So we are saying activated charcoal. So what do you mean by activated charcoal? So here activated charcoal is nothing but what here? What is activation? So whenever we are taking a molecules, okay, the molecules will get, see here, whenever we are removing some impurities from the surface of adsorbent and making the surface clean, that when we call it as what? Activation of the adsorbent. For example, if you're passing, means if you're removing any of the, if suppose H2 is removing, why? Because this is a solid surface, think this is a adsorbent, let us assume. So I'm removing H2 molecule, why? Because it is a impurity, and making what here? The surface clean, that one we call it as activated. So this is nothing but activated charcoal. So this is the example of the physical adsorption. Now let us see the chemical adsorption. Chemical adsorption. So chemical adsorption is nothing but what here? The molecules of the adsorbent. The molecules of the adsorbate are held on the, here in physical adsorption we are taking adsorbate also, here also we are adsorbate, here also we are taking adsorbate, are held on the surface of the adsorbent by chemical forces. By chemical forces is known as what here? Chemical adsorption. Okay, we can say physiadsorption or chemiabsorption, or we can say this is also known as chemisorption. Chemical adsorption or chemisorption is one, or we can say this is a activated adsorption also. So means what here? The adsorption. What is the example here we are going to take? The adsorption of CO or CO2 on tungsten gives tungsten carbonyl or tungsten oxide. So it is going to adsorb. Okay. So this is the example. So for chemical adsorption also we can take H2 or nickel metal surface. So whenever the H2 molecules are strongly weakly forced attractions of strong force of van der Waals forces here operating here, so this is, we call it as activated adsorption. So why we are saying activated adsorption means whenever the H2 molecules are held by strong van der Waals forces on the surface, so automatically there will be chemical forces between them. So that's why we are saying this is a activated charcoal. So example here we can take for this is adsorption of H hydrogen and ethylene on nickel. Ethylene on nickel is chemical adsorption. So these two are the definitions of the physical and chemical. Physical is nothing but what here? It is weak van der Waals forces by physical forces. It is strong van der Waals forces. It will absorb only chemical forces. That one we call it as what? Chemical adsorption here. So generally adsorption is spontaneous, and during adsorption what happens means the enthalpy, the change in, the total change in enthalpy delta S will become negative, and it makes delta G also negative, delta H also negative. So according to thermodynamic relation we can say that according to thermodynamics we can say that adsorption is a spontaneous. Why? Because if delta G is negative, automatically delta H will be negative and also delta S will be negative. So now let us see the differences between the physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Differences between physical and chemical adsorption. So this is nothing but physical. So this is nothing but chemical adsorption. So let us see first of all here coming to physical adsorption. Here the nature of adsorbents: weak van der Waals forces, and here strong van der Waals forces we are going to have. This is the first difference we can say. And next one here, enthalpy of adsorption is low in physical adsorption, it is high in physical adsorption. So it is having energy. So here the enthalpy is low. So nearly we will be having here 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole, and it is having high enthalpy. So it is going to have energy nearly 40 to 400 kilojoule per mole. And this is, we can say, reversible process. Physical adsorption is a reversible process which occurs rapidly here. So this is a reversible process. And coming to here, this is a irreversible process. It is having low temperature. And it is going to have high temperature. And coming to temperature here, it decreases with rise in temperature. So whenever the adsorption changes, automatically what happens? It is decreases with rise in temperature, it increases when temperature decreases. Whenever the adsorption increases, physical adsorption increases, the temperature decreases. Whenever the temperature increases, physical adsorption means inversely proportional. It is directly proportional. So means what? The chemical adsorption increases, temperature increases. So it is not specific in nature. Why? Because it will take place in all surfaces. Coming to here, it is only highly specific. It will take only few places of the surface. Means at a specified places. For example, I have told you have to take this place only. So this place only, this chemical reaction is going to happen. But not physical adsorption is not like that. It may take any place, any surface of the adsorption. So it is a multi-layered process. This is a multi-layered process. This is a uni-layered process. Why? Because we are saying this is a uni-layered process means it is taking on a specific surface. But coming to here, any surface it can take. So that's why it is a multi-layer. So whenever, so it depends on the adsorbent only. It depends on both adsorbent and also adsorbent. Okay. Depends only on adsorbent molecules. Here it depends both adsorbent and adsorbent. So this is about the differences, and also here pressure. Coming to energy of activation is very low here. Energy of activation is very low. Activation energy is very low here. Coming to here, energy of activation is high. So these are the differences. And coming to pressure, what happens? Coming to pressure, it increases, and coming to pressure, it is a negligible. So these are the differences between physical and chemical adsorption. So it is due to the weak van der Waals forces, it is due to the strong van der Waals forces, or we can say chemical forces. Here enthalpy energy is low, high enthalpy it is having, reversible process, irreversible, multi-layered process, unilayered process, low temperature, high temperature. Whenever the temperature rises, automatically decreases. Whenever the temperature rises, it also increases. It is not specific in nature, it is highly specific. It depends only on the adsorbent molecules. It depends on both adsorbent and adsorbent. So here activation energy is very low, here activation energy is very high. So this is about the physical chemical adsorption. Thank you.